Hi guys, I'm Chris the High Peak Chaplain. It's the second week in Ordinary Time, and this is BeMore. So hi guys, and welcome back to BeMore. This week, our weekly prayer theme is the word challenge. Now obviously we all know what a challenge is, and we all know how much we love to avoid a challenge. There's some people out there who's like, oh yeah, love me a challenge. But actually you don't, do you? Because then it's not a challenge. Because when we're in the middle of that moment, we actually hate the challenge. We actually hate that moment. Now, recently, guys, ever since lockdown 3.0, I've taken up running. Now, I'm not going to lie, guys, this body was not built for running, and it's a challenge. And when I'm in it, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Can't be dealing. But we don't like a challenge generally. We struggle with this idea of challenge. Now, something else is happening this week. This week is also Christian Unity Week. Now, this is a really important week in our church. This is when we unite, not just as a Catholic church, but as a Christian church, to pray for one another and to pray for unity between the different Christian groups, what we call denominations. Now, you've got all sorts of different denominations. You've got Baptists and Methodists, you've got the Anglicans and Catholics, you've got Jehovah's Witnesses, you've got Mormons. There's hundreds and hundreds of different groups, all doing things slightly differently, all following slightly different practices. Some of them might wear slightly different clothes, some of them might read a slightly different version of the Bible, or it might be written in a slightly different way. Some of them like the older words, some of them like the newer ones. But actually, that's the thing that actually brings us together. You see, Christian unity is all about recognizing difference. Because our God loves variety. Just think of a normal street, okay? Normal street in Buxton. Normal street in New Mills. Normal street in the High Peak, in Manchester, in Derby, in Sheffield, wherever. Outside of pandemic times, outside of COVID times, that street is full of all sorts of different faces. That street is full of different personalities, different laughs, different eye colours, different heights, different clothes, different styles. All that difference crammed into that one space. How incredible is that? You see, God doesn't want us all to be the same. It's funny that one of the most famous quotes that Christians tend to use, especially from the Old Testament, is, "We are made in the image and likeness of God." To which you start to think, okay, which one of us? Because I'm not going to lie, I look completely different to that guy over there. Or, me and her, we could be worlds apart, I don't think that's what the quote means. I don't think it means that you are literally a carbon copy of what God looks like. No, I think our difference is what God looks like. I think that when we talk about the image of God, we talk about God showing himself through me. And how does he show himself through me? He shows himself through me differently to everyone else. Because I have a different sense of humour. I tell different kinds of jokes. I have a different taste in music. I have a different way of speaking. I have a different way of looking at the world. And that's how God speaks through me, through my difference. Because that's how we recognise each other, isn't it? How boring would our lives be if we were all the same? How boring would our lives be if we all dressed the same? If we all liked the same things? Imagine the things that wouldn't exist. Imagine the things that wouldn't be around now. Imagine a world without film because someone decided they weren't going to make moving pictures because we all thought books were okay on their own. Imagine a world without your best friend. And why are they your best friend? Is it because you're really alike? Yeah, sometimes. But most of the time, it's also because of something that's about them that's different that you love. Something that you go out of your way to spend time with because you're not getting it anywhere else. You're not getting their sense of humour anywhere else. You're not getting their smile anywhere else. You're not getting their laugh anywhere else. See, the idea of Christian Unity Week is to spot the difference and to celebrate it. It's to look into the world and see the rainbow and not see it as a mess, but see it as art. And maybe sometimes, you know what, see it as a mess. A beautiful mess. A planned mess. Just the way God wanted it. We are all beautifully different. And Christian Unity Week is about celebrating that, not just in our Christian communities, but in our communities at home, in our school communities, in our families, in our towns, in our friendship groups. Celebrating each of us and the different things we bring to the world. So once again this week I'm going to end our BeMore with some questions. I'd like you once again just to think about the answers. And I want you this week to spot the difference. Spot the difference and celebrate it. Tell someone how amazing they are, but tell them the thing that you love about them that you don't have, that is different. Spot the difference. Celebrate the difference. And that's how we spread Christian Unity Week. And that's sometimes the biggest challenge, because difference can also be scary. But difference is beautiful. Different is amazing. Different is the true image of God. So I'm Chris, the High Peak Chaplain. See you next week. God bless.